In the heart of the city, towering over the skyline, stood the Grand Imperial, a monument to luxury and the jewel in the crown of William Thorne's vast empire. Mr.will, as he was known, was a billionaire, a man whose every decision shaped industries and whose presence commanded respect. He had built the Grand Imperial from the ground up, infusing it with his vision of unparalleled elegance. By his side, more often than not, was Priya, his long-term girlfriend. Priya was as beautiful as she was wealthy, draped in designer clothes and sparkling jewels. However, her immense fortune and privileged upbringing had cultivated an arrogance that bordered on cruelty. She treated hotel staff with disdain, her sharp words and dismissive gestures a common sight in the opulent lobbies. Mr.will, accustomed to her fiery temperament, often overlooked it, attributing it to her strong personality. Among the dedicated staff of the Grand Imperial was Bella, a young woman with kind eyes and a quiet strength, who worked tirelessly as a concierge. Bella was a single mother, her every effort driven by the love for her young daughter, Lily. She navigated the demanding world of luxury hospitality with grace, always professional, always polite, no matter how challenging the guest. One particularly busy afternoon, a minor mix-up occurred with Priya's reservation for a private dining room. It was a small error, easily rectified, but Priya's reaction was anything but proportionate. Her voice, usually modulated for public appearances, rose to a shrill pitch. "This is utterly unacceptable," she shrieked, her eyes blazing as she confronted Bella at the concierge desk. "Do you even know who I am? You're incompetent. Get out of this hotel. I won't have such ineptitude serving my guests." Bella, mortified and her face paling, tried to explain, to apologize, but Priya cut her off, her words like daggers. "I want her fired, Will. Immediately. She's a disgrace." Mr.will, who had just walked into the lobby, witnessed the entire scene. He had seen Priya's outbursts before, but something about the raw humiliation in Bella's eyes and the sheer injustice of the situation struck him differently this time. Bella, tears welling, looked directly at him, her voice barely a whisper. "Mr. Thorne, please, I need this job, my daughter." The desperation in Bella's plea, the quiet dignity with which she bore Priya's tirade, resonated deeply within Mr.will. He saw not just an employee, but a mother fighting for her child, her vulnerability starkly contrasted against Priya's entitled rage. He looked at Priya, her face contorted in anger, then back at Bella, whose eyes held a depth of quiet suffering. In that moment, something shifted within him. He felt a profound weariness with Priya's constant drama, her self-centered world. Later that day, Mr.will called Bella to his office, not to dismiss her, but to apologize. He listened intently as she explained the situation calmly, without a trace of bitterness. He learned about Lily, about Bella's struggles, and about her unwavering dedication. He found himself drawn to her quiet strength, her genuine warmth, a stark contrast to the superficiality he had grown accustomed to. He started finding excuses to talk to Bella, to see her smile, to hear her thoughtful insights. He saw a woman of immense character, a beauty that went far beyond outward appearances. The more time he spent observing Bella, the more Priya's arrogance grated on him. Her constant demands, her dismissive attitude towards others, which he once tolerated, now felt unbearable. He realized he was tired, truly tired, of living in a world dictated by her whims and her temper. Then, one night, a frantic call came to Mr. Will's personal phone. It was Bella, her voice trembling with panic. "Mr. Thorne, it's Lily. She's very ill. A high fever. She's not responding. I don't know what to do." Without a moment's hesitation, Mr. Will dispatched his private car to Bella's apartment and met them at the emergency room. He stayed by their side, ensuring Lily received the best care, his usual composure replaced by genuine concern. A discreet photographer, recognizing the billionaire, snapped a picture. Mr. Will, his arm gently around a distraught Bella, both looking anxiously at a doctor, with Lily's small hand visible on the hospital bed. The image went viral, sparking a media frenzy. Billionaire's secret compassion, the headlines screamed. The public outcry against Priya's previous behavior, coupled with the touching hospital photo, became too much for Mr.will. He realized his heart was no longer with Priya, but had found its true home with Bella and her daughter. He confronted Priya, ending their relationship decisively, no longer willing to tolerate her unkindness. A few weeks later, with the media still buzzing, Mr.will made another announcement, one that shocked society but felt entirely right to him. He proposed to Bella, not just offering her his name and fortune, but promising to be a loving father to Lily. Bella, overwhelmed but deeply touched by his genuine love and care, accepted. The Grand Imperial, once a symbol of his wealth, became the backdrop for a new kind of empire, one built on love, compassion, and the promise of a family.